Hey guys, Metal Viking 82 here, back to show us some more plunder that I've acquired over the last little while. Just this morning, uploaded my Christmas Raids video, showed the few things that I've gotten so far over the Christmas holiday, and thought I would show a few other things that I picked up over probably the last month or so. And I'm going to start things off with two from the same band. That is Red Dragon Cartel with their self-titled debut, and the follow-up album, Patina. And if you're not familiar with this band, it is a hard rock / heavy metal band formed in 2013 by Jake E. Lee, who of course is mostly known for being the guitarist for Ozzy Osbourne, who replaced the late Randy Rhoads upon his tragic passing. And yeah, these are some really good albums. I've listened to this one, the self-titled, a little bit more than I have the other one. But yeah, this came out in 2014. And one thing is for sure, Jake knows how to pick some really good players to be in his projects. Of note on this one is Ronnie Mancuso handling the bass, keyboards, and vocals. He was part of King Cobra. He played with Ace Frehley, among others. So really good musicianship on this one. Definitely worth checking out. As I said, I've not listened to the follow-up from 2018, Patina. I've listened to it a little bit, and some really good stuff, really good musicianship. Here you have Anthony Esposito handling the bass. He also worked with Ace Frehley and is in Lynch Mob with George Lynch. You have Phil Varone on the drums. He's a founding and former member of Saigon Kick. He also played on Skid Row's 2013 album Thick Skin. But while I have not listened to this one as much as the debut, definitely a band worth checking out. Next up, Zach Sabbath with Vertigo. Another project featuring members of Ozzy Osbourne's band. Yeah, this is a doom metal outfit formed in 2014 by Zach Wild. Of course, on and off guitarist for Ozzy Osbourne for many years now, and also the main man behind Black Label Society. You have Blasco on bass, who is, of course, currently in Ozzy's band, but he also played with Rob Zombie. And Joey Castillo on drums, who is from Queens of the Stone Age. He's played with Danzig. And this is essentially their interpretation and re-recording of the debut self-titled Black Sabbath album. As if the name didn't give it away. And, I know people out there are going to say, oh, you're never going to top that album. This is a useless recording of blah, blah, blah. I mean, yeah, is going to be better than the original? Hell no. But it's still a really cool listen, in my opinion. And Blasco, his bass playing on here is just absolutely killer. I think he does Geezer Butler's parts on here justice. And, of course, Zach, great guitarist. Next up, got the new Seven Dust album of Blood and Stone. Or should I say just Blood and Stone, excuse me. Yeah, this is, as I said, their new album. 13th overall. These guys have been kicking since 1994. Playing their blend of hard rock and heavy metal. And put on a killer live show. Got to see them live. Met the drummer, Morgan Rose. I've only heard the single off of this. I have not had a chance to listen to the full album. Just had a lot going on in my life here right now, but I am definitely looking forward to checking out the rest of it. Next up, oh, this album is so good. So good. This is Glacier with The Passing of Time. I mean, just look at that cover. That just screams old school heavy metal. Yeah, Glacier are a heavy / power metal band that formed way back in 1979, believe it or not. And this is their debut full-length album in 2020. I mean, quite a long ways. They actually split up there for a while. But, yeah, they did have two demos in 1984 and 1988, excuse me. And they also had an EP in 1985 before finally releasing their debut full-length here in 2020. And some of the people that are in this band, is really shocking to me what they've been up to in the time it took them to release this album here. For example, Marco Martel, who handles bass and guitars on here. He is formerly of Malevolent Creation, Morbid Saint. He was a live member for Cult of Azazel and Vader. And he was also in Divine Empire. And then you have Michael Maselbus on guitars. He was formerly of Veneficum. So yeah, you've got guys that are known for extreme metal playing heavy power metal. But damn, is this good. I highly recommend checking this out. Next up, Wendy O. Williams with her debut solo album, Wow. And yeah, that's all I have to say about this is wow. I've been after this for a long, long time, and I just finally got around to picking it up. Mainly, I wanted to pick this up for the connection with Kiss. I've always known about the connection. That was the main reason I wanted to get it, but it's taken me till now to get it, and I could kick myself. But yeah, as I said, this is the debut solo album from Wendy O. Williams, who, of course, is the singer for the Plasmatics. And this was recorded in 1983, but not released until 1984. And as far as the Kiss connection goes, this was not only produced by Gene Simmons, but he also played bass on here under the name Reginald Van Helsing, and he co-wrote 4 of the songs on here. In fact, track 4 in here, Thief in the Night, is actually a cover of the Kiss song from Crazy Nights, and this happens to be one of my favorite songs from that album. But the Kiss connection doesn't end there. You have Ace Frehley handling lead guitar on Bump and Grind. Paul Stanley does guitar on Ready to Rock, and he also co-wrote the song It's My Life. And finally, Eric Carr does the drums on the song Legends Never Die, which I thought it was weird that he was on one of the slower songs on here to play drums. But the name alone was very fitting because in my mind, Eric Carr is a legend. And yeah, go check this out if you love 80s heavy metal. And finally, another one that really needs no introduction, Bark at the Moon by Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness. Finally found an original pressing on eBay for a decent price. This is a first U.S. press on CBS Records. This is Ozzy's 3rd full-length album from 1983 and the first to feature Jake E. Lee, replacing the late Randy Rhoads after his tragic passing. Lee Kerslake had left the band because of the legal problems that were going on there. He was replaced by Tommy Aldridge here, who's been in Ted Nugent, Whitesnake, Gary Moore, among others. Bob Daisley actually does play the bass on here despite the legal issues, so... then Don Airey, who is currently in Deep Purple, who's also played in UFO, Thin Lizzy, Whitesnake. He's played with Tony Iommi in his solo project, is handling the keyboards here. Solid album, in my opinion. Of course, you got the title track and Rock and Roll Rebel, but another really good song on here is You're No Different. Really good stuff. Really happy to finally have an original pressing. So yeah, that is going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. And until next time, stay brutal.